Hello everyone. In this lecture I am going to discuss about the third COCOMO model. As you know that we have already learned two models, the basic and intermediate COCOMO model, and we have computed the effort and development time with the help of basic and intermediate formulas. Now today I am going to discuss in this lecture about the detailed COCOMO model. So this detailed COCOMO model will compute the effort and development time with the help of the formula of the intermediate COCOMO model, but it will also provide you the effort and development time according to the phase. So whatever the phases we are having in the software development life cycle models that you have learned already, so now you will be able to compute the effort and development time for each and every phase. This model will be applied to three type of projects: organic, semi-detached and embedded mode projects. Here these are the development phases. So for the plan and requirements phase, the effort will be 6% to 8% for a project, and development time will be 10% to 40% of the project. So this phase will take less effort and less time, which will depend on the mode and size of the project. Now if we talk about the design phase, so design phase will require the 16% to 18% effort for the project completion, and time will be taken by it 19% to 38%. So if we come to the programming or coding phase, this will require more effort. So that is your 48% to 68%. And time will be taken as a 24% to 64%. Now if we talk about the integration and test, it will have the effort 16% to 34%, and time duration will be 18% to 34%. So how we will process, how we will compute the cost, how we will estimate the cost with the help of detailed model. So if you see the formula here, phase wise formula, you are able to compute the phase wise effort and phase wise duration with the help of this formula: mu p into E and tau p into D. So what is E? E is your effort and D is your development time. So this is your total effort of the project and this is your total development time of the project. So first, how you will compute the total effort and total development time of the project? So you have to use the formula of intermediate model, that is E equal to AI 1000 lines of code to power VI into EAF. So you have studied about the effort adjustment factors and there were 15 cost drivers. So these values will be given to you and you will multiply these cost drivers, and then you will be able to find out the EAF, and then you will multiply this EAF by the AI 1000 line of code to power BI. From where AI and BI you will get, AI and BI coefficients or constants you will get from the table of intermediate model. Now then you will be able to compute the development time. So if you have computed effort, you will put this effort into the formula of development time, and CI and DI you will take from the intermediate table. Now A, B, C, D, these four coefficients will dependent on the type of the project, whether it is organic, semi-detached or embedded. After that, you require the mu p and tau p to divide this total effort into effort for the different phases and total development time into time for the different phases. So we have a table, that is mu p. If we multiply the computed effort by 0.16, then it will give you the effort of the system design phase. If you will multiply the total effort by 0.26, then it will give you the detailed design effort. and if you will multiply this effort by 0.42, then you will have the effort for the module code and test. And if you will multiply 0.16 by this total effort, then you will get the effort for the integration and testing phase. So these are the phases are having the values according to their sizes. So whatever the size of the project given to you, according to that you will take the value from this table, and specifically you can find out the phase wise effort. Now we take the table of the TOPI. So this TOPI will be used for the development time. You should always remember the MUPI table will be used for the effort estimation, phase wise effort estimation, and this TOPI table will be utilized for the development time according to the phase wise. So what you will do, if you have computed the total development time, then you have to multiply this total development time by 0.19 or 0.24, 0.39, 0.18 to get the phase wise development time. So these are the 4 different phases that we have in software life cycle. And now we have one question that we will try to solve. Consider a project to develop a full screen editor. So there is a full screen editor you have to implement, you have to develop, and there are few components whose size is given to you. So screen edit, command language interpreter, file input and output, cursor movement, screen movement. So all these components are having the size that has been already estimated. 4,000 lines of code, 2,000 lines of code, 1,000 lines of code, 2,000 lines of code, and 3,000 lines of code respectively. So how we will get the total size? We will sum up all these. So it will give you the total size of the project. Now overall cost and schedule you have to estimate, and cost and schedule estimates for the different phases. So one thing, if you are going to utilize the intermediate formula, so you need the EAF. So EAF will be given to you, but in this question the question is saying you have to assume. You can assume. So any value you can assume on the basis of the table of the cost drivers. So here at least the question is saying at least 3 values you have to take the different, and rest of the values you have to take the 1. So in this question I am taking the 4 values different and remaining 11 values 1. So that is the nominal values. So first we will compute the total size, that is 12,000 lines of code. Then EAF. So EAF, first I have taken required software reliability is high and product complexity is high. So these are the product attributes. These 2 are the product attributes. So you can see in the table we have taken 1.15. How we have taken, you can see. This is product attributes, reliability and complexity. Reliability is high, so you have 1.15. Complexity is high, you are having 1.15. Another 2 values are the analyst capability is high and programming language experience is low. So if you remember, it is the part of personal attributes. So you should go for the personal attributes. And there is an analyst capability is high. So analyst capability, and you should go for the high column, so that you will get the 0.86. And next is the programming language experience is low. So language experience is this one, and you will go for the low value 1.07. And rest of the values, the question is saying you have to assume nominal. So all the remaining 11 values will be the 1. So there is no effect of after multiplying these 1. So we will multiply these 4 values for the effort adjustment factors. Okay. So now you know the question of intermediate. E equal to AI, 1000 lines of code to power BI into EAF. EAF you have already computed, you can put here. 1000 lines of code you have computed by summing all the size of all the modules, that is 12,000 lines of code. Now AI and BI you will take from the table of intermediate for the basic model. Okay. So for that, for the organic model, so for the organic mode project you will take this value, and for the C and DI also you will take the organic value, and after computation of effort you will put this value into the formula of development time, then you will find out the total development time. So now you have the total effort and total development time. Now how you will categorize, how you will find out the phase wise effort and phase wise development time. So here EP equal to mu P into E. So effort you have 52.91. Now 52.91, first time you will multiply 0.16 or 0.06, you will get the plan and requirements effort. 0.16 into 52.91 system design effort. 0.26 into 52.91 detailed design effort. 0.42 into 52.91 module code and test effort. 52.91 into 0.16 integration and test effort. Okay. Now for the development time, again you have the 11.29, the total development time. So you will start to multiply 11.29 into 0.10. So that is the development time for plan and requirements. Then 0.19 into 11.29, that will give you the system design development time. Then 0.24 detailed design into 0.24 into 11.29, that will give you the development time for detailed design phase. Then 0.39 into 11.29, that will give you the module code and test time, and then integration and testing 0.18 into 11.29. So overall you will get the phase wise effort as well as the development time. So you can see we have computed here. This is the organic small model. So there is a size 12,000 lines of code. You have already computed on the basis of this your effort. So effort is there. So every time effort will be multiplied by the given phase wise values of the mu p. So mu p you should remember always. Mu p will be used for the effort estimation. So there 0.16 for system design, 0.26 for detailed design, 0.42 for module code and test, and 0.16 for integration and test. You will multiply, then you will get the phase wise effort. So if you will sum up all these, you will get the total 52.91. And for the phase wise development time, again you have to take the top E values for the system design value 0.19, 0.24, 0.39, 0.18, and you will multiply by these values by 11.29, and you will get the total phase wise development time. And if you will sum up this, you will find out the total development time. So this is the distribution of your effort according to the phase, and this is the development time according to the phase. So on the basis of this method, you can find out the phase wise effort as well as the development time for any project. Thank you. Keep